Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Saturday night game of Chaos of Madness. But before we hand this off to Marcus to get into tonight's game, do my typical shout outs. First and foremost, Roll 20. Roll 20 allows us all to get together and play on one site, as well as share maps, battle situations, and, goof off with our minis. Of course, point out what town or city we're going to visit next. Let me go ahead and get the map in the right position. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, go check out Roll20 and play some RPGs, whether it be D&D, Star Wars, Tor, whatever. You can go check it out. And the map moved on me. Second shout out we got is for Hero Forge. Hero Forge's website allows you to create custom miniatures, anything from the 23mm, which I don't think you still can't see because the screen is he's still blue. Yeah, it is. To the 6-inch figures, if you want to have a little statuette of your character. You can also be a subscriber to them and you can get a digital version. You can create a digital copy of said minis and use in your digital games like Fantasy Grounds, Roll20, or what is the other one, Foundry. Last shout out we have is to GUI Cube. GUI Cube is as you can see some of the cards on the screen that we use. It is a world created by the company several years ago and has been expanded upon by the community over the last several years. Anything you find in their box sets you can actually play in their world, or you can use it in your own, such as pictures of NPCs. You can transfer it and use it in a personal game. Gives you a way that what they look like, something about them, a little bit of bio, cuts down on some of the DM prep work, I suppose is the best way to do it. You can also have some maps, locations, and dungeons. So check it out. There's also a few little side games, and there's more to go here in a little while. I'll let Marcus tell you that here in a little bit. First, before we do that, we have actual sponsors. First sponsor is W Energy. They're a good manufacturer practice certified product that is formulated to give you focus without jitters or crash. They have no calories, no sugars, and no fillers. If you use the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase. You find them at w.gg. Our other one is Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is a website that sells games, ebooks, software, and other digital products. Their mission is to supply you with awesome content and support charity while providing you with that awesome content. See, I just screwed up, and it's been a long day. If you use the same code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you can let them know you heard about us from. Find them at humblebundle.com. If you're watching us on Twitch, there's two things down below you need to take into consideration. Yes, for those who have requested or noticed, we do have a website. But anyway, the more important link down there is to Extra Life. It takes you to their website and allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. And yes, as aforementioned, there is a website for Roll Hit Die and a little bit of information about some of our previous games, as well as a swag shop or whatever you want to call it, where you can get shirts, rugs, mugs, you name it. There's all sorts of things you can get with symbols on it, like the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, or the one directly behind Marcus's head, as well as some based off of our Mutants and Masterminds games in the past, as well as our Vampire the Masquerade games. So with that, you can go to that link and figure it out. Let's see, if you're watching us on Twitch as well, down below by the chat bar, you'll notice a bubble. It's called a Chaos Bubble. The more you watch us, the more points you can earn. Those points can be spent to cause chaos in any of our D&D games. Of course, our new Friday night game doesn't have anything for that yet, but we will let you know if we decide to actually go that route. I guess, we get enough chaos in this game that maybe we'll hold off a little bit, have some clarity in the other. Right, sure, maybe. Anyway, collect those points and spend them, and we'll see what happens next. Let's see. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and hand it off to Marcus. He can do his little thing, and then we'll let him take over on the game.
Howdy-o. If you stick around till halftime, or when we actually go on break, if we forget to check the time, make sure you put in code word HATTERS for your chance to enter a drawing for the Gloomsport giveaway. Gloomsport is a city that was designed by GUI Cube. Got a little information in there about the city myself. I think, Dan, you as well, or was yours in Darkenhaven?
I know I did something in Gloomport,
Okay.
but I can't recall if it ever made it in. There's supposed to be a bar with like a fighting arena or something like that in the. It was supposed
Okay.
to. It was supposed to be connected to um, the brothel that was upstairs in the other city. What was the name of the city up there? Gloomport. I mean,
Darkenhaven?
Darkenhaven. Yeah,
Okay.
there was supposed to be one in each, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And for those backers out there who back Gloomport or Tomb of Guys and Gex, things are coming. Uh, there's been some delay with the new tariffs and stuff like that, so they're having to find new people to work with. But they are coming, so do not worry about whether or not you're going to get your backer kit or not. You will get it. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and jump into this game of chaos where plot hooks don't matter and, well, everything's made up because party never goes where they need to. But anywho, enough sulking on my end. Who would like to earn a... You know what? I'll switch it up. Who would like to earn a special Gooey Cube item and tell us what happened last time?
I'll be.
Oh, I can.
Okay,
I
go for it.
wasn't here. So that's what happened last time.
Well, it's your fault what happened last week. I'm just saying.
Well, we came to this really boring town with some really gloomy people that were melodramatic. Maybe that's a good word. I think that's going to be my word for today. They were melodramatic, and they really wouldn't tell us anything that was going on. And there was an old woman who was supposed to be a storyteller, but she told really bad stories. And by the time we met the town leader, he was, well, I'm not sure exactly what. He maybe had lost his mind. He just wasn't all that interesting anymore. So supposedly there was this cave that we could go to and help the town, but I thought it would be much more enjoyable and entertaining if the townspeople who had all kind of forgotten who they were and they really weren't doing anything, I decided that they should have some fun instead and form a conga line. And so I had them do a conga line down to this cave, and suddenly everything's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then why was it my fault?
Well, you didn't.
Because you were here to stop me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that and they were all elves.
Most.
Not
Most.
all of them
Yeah,
were
you were
elves.
pushing them in.
You weren't here
a nice-
to be against it, so we say it's your fault.
There was a nice little wood gnome there that was trying to sell his products, and y'all shoved him in the vault and stole all his shit.
No. He conga lined it. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I had no control over what they were doing. I was just an innocent bystander at this point in time.
I think you say that a lot.
Well, because it happens a
Don't
lot.
you?
Well, I didn't play any music. I didn't insist on a conga line, and I certainly didn't force them to go in there. So yes, I was just a bystander, just an innocent bystander in this endeavor.
I mean, I can only see off of my notes about 3 named NPCs that we conga lined into the vault. Because Merowyn was coming to talk to us. We're like, oh yeah, no, we're not going in. So he turned around and walked away after expositioning to us about all what was going on in the area. It's like, cool, we don't care. We're not going in.
I mean, sometimes you have to fix your own problems. And not wait for random adventurers to show up and say, hey, can you go in there and fix the issue? No, I mean, take care of yourself. You're here every day.
Yeah, so he went back to the inn and he's like, okay, I'll leave then. And then now the town's dead. Ish. Mostly.
Alright.
Well, I mean, there's no guarantee they're dead. They just disappeared.
They're just stuck in time, wailing and screaming, whispering. The town's fine. I think you can live here if you want. It's just going to be very bland and boring. But this will make a very good talking piece.
Why do we want to talk about it?
I don't know. Why would
It's like
you
a
want?
mantelpiece.
Okay.
It's an abandoned village now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll get some rest, and then I suppose we shall move on to our next location, endeavor.
Yes. I think that's a good idea.
Yes, we've dwelt on this quite enough.
Alright. So y'all just taking a rest and moving on to the next day?
Yeah, seeing if there's anything interesting in this town that we could take, but
Where's
I
the
think we already
graveyard?
did that.
Where's the what?
Graveyard.
Oh, yes. I'll find
Um,
the local tavern, find whatever ale or whatever they've got.
Or is this just like a elf place where they don't have one?
They really don't. They burn the bodies in a pyre. If
Okay.
Because the DM does not wish for you to raise an army.
I can't. I just want a skeleton. That's why I was like, hey, I want this guy. He's kind of punk anyway. No. Okay, they can just... Fine. It'll eventually just end up probably being a child at this point. I'm just going to be like, you, mine. Won't be the first child I've attacked. That's such a bad precedent.
yes. Okay. You go to the tavern. You got free reign of the bar. There's some stew that's sitting out on the stove. That might be getting close to being burnt. Go in the back, you find a variety of different rations, breads, cheeses, wine cellar.
So who wants to take care of the badger?
Oh, yes, that's right. He had a large badger or whatever that was carrying his wagon.
Pulling.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't I?
Didn't
well,
you just say you
I-
wanted a skeleton?
I already got the rapid lope thing.
I'll cast animal friendship and talk to the badger.
Okay.
So, what do you want? Do you want to come with us? Or do you want to become wild and free?
What happened to? Where the hell is his? Where is he?
Baron Nibblestitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
What happened to Nibble?
he went into a cave.
Is he not coming back?
No. I warned him not to go into the cave. I really tried. I really tried to tell him not to go into the cave.
Okay.
So, do you want to go with us?
Will you feed me?
Oh, yeah, we'll feed you.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. Also, I need scratches behind the ear and my belly at night.
Oh, Unseen servant. Scratch behind the ears.
Ah, that feels so good.
Yes, we can do this.
Sounds like fun. So are we heading out now?
Yes.
Okay. And he starts pulling the wagon.
See, now we have a wagon.
By the way, where are we going?
Well, that's a good question. Do we know where we're going yet?
Well, I mean, I thought for certain we were going to follow the beam in the sky to the tomb, northeast of here. How's your conversation
that.
with the furball?
Yeah,
What
we
was
could
that,
do
Ron?
that. Kayla, do you need to ride in wagon?
I've got my worm.
Oh, okay.
I suppose I'll ride in the wagon. You'll have your mounts.
Well, you do have that seasoned horse there.
Seasoned horse. As we did bring a horse, didn't we?
You've got your old horse. With
Yes,
good
my
bones.
fast horse. He's very fast. At least that's what I was told. That's right, I just bought him from the guy who had the badger, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot all
Yeah.
about that. Never mind.
Yeah. But there's bones there too if you wanna put the horse out of its misery.
Yeah, we'll wait till we ride it to death, and then we'll take and let you have it.
Okay.
No sense in doing it in front of the badger. I'm sure it'll scare him.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
So-
So you wanted to follow the light.
Yeah.
You wanted to go toward the light.
Yes, the light in the sky, that is. Not the proverbial don't go into the light, but yes.
Okay.
Now, Robert, was this conversation with the badger the same day or the next morning?
Well, the next morning, right before we left.
Okay. Just checking because I know people were talking about resting and
Yeah.
you had it
No,
the day before the badger's just wandering off without you.
no. It would have been right before we left. I would have made sure he was fed the night before, but
Okay.
that's only because I'm good right.
All right.
Throw
Uh,
Berry. You're fine.
Yeah.
Because we had some left over.
All right. So are you cutting through the woods, cutting up the plains?
Was there no discernible path?
You got several paths heading north. Some go deep into the woods. Some go back out onto the plains and
Well,
Go
whose
straight up.
whose day is it to direct us?
Oh, I can handle it. And I think going up the plains, prairie, either or, would be easiest with a cart instead of trying to work through the woods with it. Get us possibly away from the mountains and the trees.
Very well, sounds fine.
Sure.
Right. Check one thing. So I know it's nature, but I don't remember survival as well. Yes. So this. Then that. I think it's just +1 on natures.
okay.
19.
It's not a problem. You make your way out of Freywood Hollow, find your way back on the path, and start heading north. The path is seeing quite a bit of travel, so it's quite easy to follow. If anyone want to keep an eye out, or
Yeah, I will, stay perceptive, I suppose.
I guess I'll be taking lead per se, and you follow on the bagger. I'll be on the raptor creature thing.
And I'm playing
what are
a
you
nice,
playing?
lively, lively traveling song.
Okay.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
As you were traveling up north, nothing quite out of the ordinary, except for along the tree lines on both sides, you do see crows kind of flying in, perching. As you ride by, they'll fly off and fly further up the path and perch. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Is that strange girl still playing with her birds?
I don't know. I
Have we ever really known what was going on?
yes.
No.
No.
When I pee.
So all I got from what I did there was I learned their name. That's literally.
Whose name?
Yeah, whose name are you referring to?
If you're talking about the Crowborn, that's all I got. I didn't
Oh,
get
yes,
that
yes.
knowledge.
Oh, that was from the other boring town, right?
Yes.
That one's still there, isn't it?
Yes, that one's. You didn't destroy. We didn't destroy it, or didn't destroy itself, or whatever phrase you wish to use. It is still very much standing.
We brought it out of the darkness and into the light.
Sure, that's what we did.
Well, I mean, it was dark and dreary when we entered it, and when we left, it was sunshine, rainbows, and happiness. Well, not happiness, but sunshine.
So what you're saying is we actually left a town better than we entered it.
Well, Wormwood Hollow as well, too.
Well, they were actually nice people. They were forthcoming with us. They didn't dick us around.
So the next town, we just need to be sure to let them know. Don't dick us around, and you'll be able to survive, right?
Yes.
Sounds about right, man.
Well, I mean, let's look at it. Let's look at our track record so far.
We were 2 for 3.
We first went down to that town by the sea, Darkwell, and they really ticked off for a while. I mean, they really ticked him off. Now, okay, you might have had a chip on your shoulder going, yeah, but still, they really ticked you off. And
I just
they
want a
weren't
signature,
nice.
just so that
They
she
were
would
nice.
say we handed this on. And then she's like,
Exactly.
no, just take it here.
Yeah. She kept trying to, pass it off. But then, and then she had all these evil artifacts in her room. So obviously the town needed to be destroyed. So,
Oh, of course, yeah. Just throwing a failed still work.
and then, Wormwood Hollow, they were all nice. Grimwood Hollow, they were a little boring too. They were a little melancholy, but they at least talked.
Well, the stew was all right.
In Freywood, we had that storyteller who couldn't tell a story to save her life, and he didn't.
And her life was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of assumptions in that. All we know is that Conga danced into a vault. We didn't actually see their bodies, laying around dead afterwards, right?
No. They kind of were all floating inside the cave.
Yeah,
Frozen
see? I mean, they were
time,
still
per se.
technically alive.
Frozen, screaming, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So no death.
Yes, that's a good way of thinking about it.
Probably.
Also,
Maybe.
it now provides a new place if anyone from Wormwood Hollow or Grimwood Hollow decide they need to, expand a little bit.
As long as they don't go into the vault.
Ooh, that's it. We could sell them the land.
It sounds like an idea we can deal with on the way back, if we so happen to come back this direction.
I mean, we could go over to another town and say, oh, look, we have a lot of land up here. It even has houses
That are fully furnished. Don't forget to add that.
that
That's
are
always
fully
a selling point.
furnished. Yes.
By the
We
time you
just
get
made
We could
Go
be
ahead.
entrepreneurials.
entrepreneurs,
Exactly.
It's a big Dragonite word.
where are we going?
You're making your way up. As you start to get to the edge of the plains, You see the woods and everything start to fold in. You see a tall mountain peak. What you do notice is what appears to be an abandoned camp there, sitting there.
To an abandoned camp.
Why must people do this? Always leave the area that you camp out in the same way it was when you left. I mean, when you arrived, whatever. You
Yeah,
don't
remember?
just leave your stuff laying around and travel on. I mean, that's just rude.
Now,
Okay.
how old does this camp look? Days, weeks?
Give me a survival or nature check, whichever best for you.
I'll give you a nature check because I look around and I don't seem to care.
What are we rolling? Nature?
To see if
Nature or survival.
survival or nature to see how long the camp may have been there.
Let's see. I'll do it.
Is there any magical stuff going on? I got Detect Magic going.
Okay, don't see any magical items. You see, between everyone's survival and nature check, you're estimating this camp is maybe a decade old. The tent's starting to get holes in it. It's been rummaged through. You do see a binder there.
Pick up the binder.
Okay.
Open the binder.
As you open up, a lot of it's torn or waterworked. There are a few passages that are still legible. I pass this way, sevenfold, always the vault, always the verdant sap. I have seen the crone born freed. I have seen them twisted in one loop. I drank the golden sap myself. I burned from within until the trees wept blood. They must not enter the vault without the sigil of Thornlight. I did not have it. They will die, or worse, become part of the dream root. If I do not return to warn the others, the next version of me, remember, do not trust the one wearing your face. He walks with the mark of Velsaron. He is not me. You see the symbol of a crow's eye with a thorn driven through the pupil.
So anybody who's got this symbol, we are not supposed to trust them.
Who was the one that got that symbol on him when they jumped in the water? Back in Grimwood?
That's a very good question. I do not recall what my symbol was that got on. Did I get in the water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone except me.
Huh.
Well, I did after the fact, but
What does it look like again?
It
Crow Eye
looks-
with a thorn in it.
Yeah.
Through it.
I'll be honest with you, I don't recall whether or not it was who got it.
Well, everyone, as he holds up the binder, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Me too.
Yep.
My perception ain't very good right now.
Oh my. I'm trying to remember.
Baron Palmspark now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's very interesting indeed.
Yeah.
Is that all there's written in there?
Don't believe him if he's got that mark. If you're going to lead those people into that cave, you need some kind of special thing, or they're going to become part of the tapestry or something like that.
Yes, well, it might have been a good idea if we had found this book, I don't know, maybe a day or two sooner. But hey, I mean, what's it matter?
It worked out in the end.
Yeah, we didn't go into the fall and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Sucks for the town that did, but
Oops.
Okay. Just past the camp, you do see a pathway that seems to be lit up with some faint lanterns that goes up along the mountain and to the forest.
That's rather strange. I mean, the camp, of course, has obviously been here for what, a long time.
Don't you remember when we came across that lantern pathway?
Yes, I do.
Maybe this is just an extension of it.
Sure. Let's go walk it and find out.
Yes, nothing strange could ever happen with lanterns that are still lit after so long.
Nope.
Sure, well, who would like to lead the
Haven't
way?
you heard of magic before?
What was
No,
that
I
again?
have no idea what magic is. As I
I'll
bring
go
my
first.
blade out and put it back away.
I'll go first.
All right. The lantern path bends through the blacky glade where memory runs thin and echoes gather in the branches. As the last torch sputters, the sky above shifts. Stars swirl into ink, the silent folds over the forest like a closing book. Suddenly, the trees part with an unnatural sigh. Before the party stands a vast obsidian archway, half buried in a fractured stone and ivy that weeps golden sap. No structure surrounds it, only the gate without meaning, pulsing with dormant script, awaiting. And that will look like.
So as we were walking up here, are the lights magical or not?
Oh, the lights are magical.
Okay.
Uh,
Hey, Dan. What's your character's name?
Deverick.
Deverick. Deverick, the lights are magical.
Yes, I've kind of assumed so. You know.
Ooh, a portal!
These are dormant script.
the script Daedric or not.
Yes, what kind of writing?
it is. It is Daedric. As
Oh,
you
too
read
bad
it-
nobody in this party knows how to read Daedric.
How awful.
Did you have a handout for that book we just found?
No, but I can put one together for you.
All right, just because
please,
there were
thank you.
certain things that were said in it, we may be of some importance.
Yeah, and I'd like to throw it in my notes.
Okay. I'll just paste it here.
I'm not
So-
keeping notes for one important reason. I'm not supposed to remember any of this stuff.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what's being said to me in my head and what's being said and what I read are real. So why should I remember anything?
Exactly.
Do you, Galen, do you want to collect some of that sap?
What's that?
The sap from the trees, or is it on trees? The golden sap? That we came across?
If I can get some, sure.
Because you're
Yeah,
the
that
alchemist.
was from their center tree, their kind of town tree, wasn't it?
Mhm.
There was some weird golden sap that was coming out of the central, like, special tree of the town.
Oh,
Hmm?
yeah, can I get some of it?
Sure, if you want to try to collect some.
Yep.
I will guide and assist.
Okay. Is there a role that you want?
Do an alchemy.
Okay.
Or if that's what you're going for, right? Alchemy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How many empty vials do you have? Couple.
Only got a few left, like 3.
Okay. Do you want to fill up all 3 or just
Yeah.
one? Or
No, I'll take all 3.
all right. Sounds good.
Golden liquid.
Golden sap.
Golden sack.
I thought it was Golden Sacks.
Okay. I walk up to the portal and start seeing if I can decipher or read the script.
All
And
right.
is it magical?
Yes, it is.
Hey, this is magical, guys. You're gonna hate me. You hate giving that thing to me because I'm gonna be asking you every damn time.
What is and what isn't magical?
Uh-huh.
The portal reads, to enter is to be remembered wrongly. To pass is to choose a truth that may never have been. The unwritten waits to be read.
Okay. So I start thinking and using one of the memories that had been given to me from the my dreams and slash. So I name it and I say it and then I try to walk through.
All right. Give me
Fortitude save.
insight.
Insight. A 10.
Okay. As you walk through, you feel the emotional echo of someone whose name was erased from the weave, and it draws heavy on your heart. You seem to be saddened by this.
No. Don't nobody else come in yet. And I walk out. I go, give me 10 minutes. I sit down and I'm going to identify it.
Okay.
I did something wrong. It made me cry. Why it made me cry? I just don't know why it made me cry. Oh.
So you didn't walk completely in. You just stepped in and stepped out. Okay.
Right. Okay. I got you. And it's like, yeah, I'm complaining because I didn't make it work. So
And you only walked a few steps in. I don't quite understand. Did you hurt yourself?
no, but it made me cry. Somebody, and I can't remember their name, got forgotten, and so I can't remember them. So it made me sad. So
Oh.
Well, if you don't remember them, they must not have been important.
Saber
Exactly.
and Velcron?
no, it wasn't her. I remember her name. Or their name. I'm not sure if it goes by her or them or they or him or it. But you know, but give me 10 minutes. Let me identify the damn thing.
Okay.
Very
Alright.
well, very well. Don't pushy. Oh.
God,
As
you hear that from someone?
as you sit there and you identify, it identifies as a portal. You do get a little bit more information other than just a portal, as it seems to speak to you. Your names blur the edges of your thoughts as you stand before the gate, not because you've forgotten, but because the tomb does not wish to remember you correctly. It waits, not for your strength, but for your righteousness. It waits for your choice. And you hear a name get whispered into your head. Abriel Thorn.
Abriel Thorn!
And you know the name, but you don't know why you know that name.
Okay. Hey, I pulled one of yours. I know a name. Abriel Thorn.
Nice.
I stand up and go, here we go. Abriel Thorn, and I walk through.
All right. Give me a history check.
If he keeps this up, he may become a vegetable. Just saying.
Now, do you walk all the way through, or...
Oh, yeah. I'll try. 28.
Okay. All right. As you walk all the way through, we'll come back to you.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
Do we still see him?
No.
Well, it was
I
nice.
I did tell you everything that I found out when I identified it.
Well, it was nice knowing him, I suppose. Shall we go back?
So I'll enter and I'll touch it and I'll identify it the one time as well.
Okay.
Do I get the same thing, or what happens when I identify it? Or do the same thing he does? Do I,
You get pretty much the same information except for the name.
oh, okay. All right.
Well, I mean, I think we should just go in.
I mean, we did come all this way. I was just giving an option.
I'm using a first level spell instead of the identify ritual. So I just walk up and I pop. So it's a 6-second thing.
Yeah. Okay. You
Everybody
hear-
has one of the
Good berries.
berries. Yeah, because I fed both the worm and the badger with one of them now.
You hear the name Velcorn Thoros.
Velcro.
Yeah,
His
Velcro
name's
Ross.
Velcro.
That's the name.
Well, everyone, I don't know how you're gonna do it,
Well,
but
Baron
this is what.
Poxwork's just going to go.
Yeah, this is what I got. But Velcaron Thoros, and I'll
All right. Give me a charisma.
check or save.
There's something blurry
Uh,
behind you.
Charisma
Curtis.
save.
Oh boy. Let me do this. Oh, I'm halfway decent at that. Ugh. Apparently not. I'm going to use an inspiration over here. Try and re-roll that. 4 points.
Inspiration. What is that?
Yeah, no, wrong thing. I'm gonna just send that to next one. I'm gonna give myself advantage.
All right.
You can do it.
Hopefully it's better. Not by much. A little bit.
Okay. As you walk in, those that are still out there see what looks like the portal starting to fracture, like glass, and you're seeing multiple versions of Rowell. As he falls in, you take 1 point of permanent psychic damage. So basically, you lose 1 hit point from your hit point pool until you can get it restored.
So greater restoration.
So, very amiss of me to say this, but I'm gonna say this before the Baron Pomegranate or whatever goes in. I'll pull out a cloth and wrap it around my wrist. If I'm not wearing this when you see me again, then kill me.
Okay, so if I see you wearing it, kill you.
No, if you see me and I am not wearing this around my wrist, don't trust
Okay.
me and then kill me. I mean, it's just easy as that.
Okay. So you're running to go in. Okay, you go on in. I'm cheering you on.
I go through and I say no names because I don't have identify and I'm not going to get some random name out of nowhere. So I walk through.
All right.
And I will say some random fucking name from the guard on the ship or something.
All right. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. We sure we couldn't go with an intelligence.
No.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
I'm glad it was charisma because that's my second highest.
It's not bad. I suppose a 16 should be somewhat beneficial.
You just succeed.
Well, that was quite a relief. Not that I knew exactly what the fuck was going to happen, but hey, I made it.
Alright.
Pardon me.
So the three of y'all inside.
Yeah, and then I'm going to come in. I'm going to tell the incredibly true tale of Baron Pomspark and how he became a baron thanks to Lord Evermore of Ravenfall, who granted him a barony after he successfully entertained his daughter. So I'm telling you something that has never been true.
Alright, give me a charisma.
Okay, hold on a moment. Let me get back. I had some other page, some of your other notes up, and
Okay.
I think I might have no. Okay, yeah. Okay. 22.
Okay. No problem. As you are the last to come in, you kind of bump into Devrick as y'all are now.
I hold the wrist
in-
up with the cloth on it.
Oh! Oh! Wait, it's a different color, isn't it?
You are the wrong person to tell that to, I suppose.
As y'all look around, you do see that you are in a dim antechamber. As you look behind you, the portal is now a stone wall. Touch it, solid, no way out.
Well, it seems this
And
is a
everyone
one-way
else is
trip.
in here?
So what? Yeah, everyone else.
is in here.
Yes. The massive slabs of obsidian and bone float midair like frozen leaves, each etched with names, none of which the party recognizes except for one. Avril Thorn.
April Thorn.
There are three corridors pulsing faintly with colored ink.
Are they magical?
This whole room is blinding you.
Okay.
So we'll say there's plenty of magic here.
Yep. So, are there differences? Is there anything that's different between the corridors?
You see, the three corridors are have a sigil, one of a inkwell, another of a quill, and the third is a blank scroll.
I'm putting on the Mask of the Unspoken,
Okay.
and
Didn't we all?
I am using my ability, speak one forgotten truth per day, and I'm just saying, I wonder who Avril Thorn is.
Okay.
Didn't we all receive a mask of sorts from that gentleman?
Yes, I'm not sure if they were all magical.
Probably not, but I will go ahead and put on the mask that he gave me.
Alright.
Just to differentiate me from any other things or people, whatever. Or maybe I should have put the mask on when I was outside. It would have been easier to remember than what color of cloth I put around my wrist.
Anyone else feeling a little weird after they got in here?
No.
Not
No.
specifically, but it did look like you split off into several different forms of yourself as you came through the portal. Just
It
saying.
was all very pretty.
Feels like I lost a bit of myself once I got inside.
Yeah, it looked like you know, one walked one way, one walked another. Maybe it was just versions of yourself, or just the fact that I had one too many gummies a few weeks ago.
I mean, I gave you some more. If you so wish.
Okay.
No, I think I'm fine for now. And there's enough weird shit going on without adding gummies to the mix.
Okay, I remove that mask and put on the blooming lie.
Okay. So where would y'all like to go?
I think we should follow the quill or the inkwell, then the quill, and then the paper, because you need those two to do the last one. It would be
Okay,
fun.
so you said paper. So
No, not the paper. The other one on the other side.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you and start walking forward.
I designate you as the guide for today.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, sure. There's no objections here.
So I start heading toward the inkwell.
Sounds good.
All right.
How big a
as
room
soon-
did you say this was?
I say we split up.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Oh, and as I told Pomplepus,
We've tried that before and it doesn't really work.
I'll stay here and watch your back.
if
Alright,
by
so you're-
chance
You know, why
either
does that not comfort me?
Exactly right.
well,
So-
anyway,
I got Galen going into the inkwell. What are the rest?
I'll follow.
I will
We're all
follow
following
to the
Galen.
inkwell.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got. What's the marching order? I got Galen. Who's next?
So, just in case this place, it didn't seem it cut us off when we each had to walk through separately. Never mind. Inkwell. Deverick, do you want to lead, or does it matter?
oh,
I
I believe
don't
Galen's the
care.
one doing the lead, but I'll walk behind him. It's fine by me.
I'll be number 3, or do you want me in the back?
Well, I mean, that'd be between you and Pomplepus or Pumplebottom
Well,
or
I'm kind of
whatever
moving
his
back.
blasted
I'm
name
flying
is.
between back and forth around y'all. So
Okay, I'll be back.
And-
Okay.
Stay attentive to make sure there's nothing
Yeah.
surprising to come about.
Look, as you all enter, you find yourself in. Let's see, do I have a map for this?
Well, I don't know, do you?
I probably have the most dark vision plus magical dark vision, so I can watch in front of us and all the way behind us.
Yeah, I've got the same. I got the same thing you do. I guess 120.
Devil sight.
Yeah, I got devil sight also.
I think we
So
all
never
do.
mind.
Did because I think I actually took it as a feat.
Okay,
Let me
so-
check. Hold
yeah,
on,
I
I'm scrolling
I
down.
don't have, but
Yeah, I took Eldritch Adept as a
How
feat,
can we get that?
which gave me Devil Sight.
Did we get double sight or did we just get the one?
No, I got it as a feat. I took Eldritch Adept.
And I
Yeah.
got it from my familiar.
Okay, so you got it from your familiar. I got it. I was just curious if it gave us double sight or just the
At the bottom?
120.
Or the top.
Okay, so we can see a magical and non-magical. So we got double sighted. So
Does everybody now have Devil Sight? Because
uh,
me.
Lord knows it'd be so easy in a battle.
yeah, just give us, just throw down darkness. It's fine.
Baron, you don't have it?
I don't. But that's not a problem for me.
All right. Bottom, Marcus?
Yeah. Yep.
What the hell? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to drag my tune out.
Well,
So,
going in, was my Raptor able to come with me, or was it stuck behind?
Did you bring him up or did you leave him at camp?
I was gonna bring
What,
it with
Badger?
me, but no, my undead mount.
Oh, okay.
the badger, the
uh,
horse, the mounts, the worm. Did we leave all those in like a campsite?
I left the
was-
Badger in charge.
Mine, I was going to have to maintain spells on. That's why I was going to bring it with me.
Okay.
But it's up to you if it was going to be able to come through with, or if it just failed and got thrown out.
Give me a D100.
Okay.
Dee-dee-dee.
All right. No, it failed.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to know for open ones.
Okay. Since Galen was the first one to enter,
Mhm.
as y'all are standing here, you realize you're the only one in this room.
Okay.
Galen, from the middle of that inkwell, what's the proper word for it? A silhouette merges out of the inkwell that kind of resembles you. Wearing robes, burned to cinders, with his crown melted into his scalp, a voice trembling with power. Do you heal to preserve life, or do you prove, or to prove you deserve to be followed? Let me say that again. Do you heal to preserve life, or to prove you deserve to be followed?
Type that out.
Neither? Or if you need an answer, the second one.
Hey, yeah, sure. Flip a coin. Choose which one.
That's what I said.
If it's A and B, it's B.
If I had to choose, it's B. If it's you want the truth, it's neither.
Okay. You kind of. Well, what. Do you want to tell the truth, lie, or refuse to answer?
I told the truth.
Okay. He nods and he fades out. As you're standing there confused, once again, your eyes kind of glaze over and you find yourself back in the antechamber room.
Okay.
And alright, so who was next?
That'd be Deverick.
Deverick. Same thing. A visage comes out of the inkwell. See this inkwell. Deverick's sword is buried in Lord Baron's chest, but the Baron isn't fighting. He's smiling, saying, I was trying to protect you. I loved you like a son. Did you kill a tyrant or silence the only man who still believed in you? Do you accept this truth? Do you want to rewrite it or erase it from history?
It's kind of a loaded question. Was he a tyrant that I killed? See, I don't know the bearings behind that storyline. Since I killed him, I will go ahead and say I just killed a tyrant. I mean, it's how I saw it.
Alright, so you accept this fate.
Sure, I'll accept this fate. And I stab my sword through whatever this creature is in front of me.
Alright.
It looks like me. I'm not gonna let it. I'm a little paranoid about anything that looks like me now.
Alright, your vision fades and you find yourself in the antechamber room with Galen.
Hi. Did you have fun?
Sure, I'm always nice to have some sort of intellectual conversation with yourself. I suppose it's what you'd call it.
I think I just confused myself.
There was some confusion, yes, I must say. My screen is dirty.
Alrighty.
Well, let's see how the other two do, I suppose.
Rowell.
Yes.
A future Rowell, older and joyless, with a black with a black vined grin and a tongue made of ink. When you laugh at death, are you comforting the dying or lying to the living?
Am I comforted in the dying?
Comforting.
Or am I lying? Oh, am I comforting the dying or am I lying to the living?
When you laugh at death, are you comforting the dying or lying to the living?
We both know you're not comforting. Never mind. I'm not there.
Well, that's odd.
Pardon me.
And what's he look like?
An older and joyless version of you.
Okay.
He's not so golden boy.
Yeah, yeah. I would say I would say he's lying to the living because he's not really seeing himself as comforting the dead. Like that's his truth to it.
Yeah, you're using the dead.
Yeah, like he's not like that's his truth.
Comforting who? I ain't comforting shit.
Yeah,
They work for me, damn it.
yeah.
All right. He nods and fades back into the inkwell as your vision fades and you're back in the antechamber with them. You whisper what happens to you. All right. And last but not least. All right. Coming out of this inkwell is a grayscale thistle rod with no rings, no voice, and hundreds of names dripping from his scales. Which name would you write on your tombstone, and would anyone recognize it?
I would come up with a new name for the tombstone. And all would know it by the stories that we're told about.
All right.
Hey, he got a softball.
Did he though?
He doesn't know what the answer is unless he rolls the dice.
Exactly. Ooh, I got a note.
Does yours tell you to kill Golden Boy like mine did?
Yes.
Okay.
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 Checks out.
What was that?
Checks out. That's what mine said.
Okay.
Stop myself.
Y'all are back in the antechamber. You see the sigil of the inkwell fade.
Okay. Start heading down the other one.
Which one?
The pin.
The pin.
Yeah, the quill.
Alright.
That is the next one in line, is it not?
At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, you can't write on the parchment without it, right?
That's what I thought. Kind of makes sense. I don't know.
Alright.
Did you? Oh, you haven't turned on the lights.
Oops. Uh,
What?
I didn't get that one.
I didn't either. There for a minute, I think he was channeling Clint.
I read off the wrong trials. Oops. So I'll run off these. Same,
Same order.
okay.
Yes, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Here you see Galen, a young, a projection of you, young and bound in irons, looks up as his half-brother turns away. But in the vision, Galen hears himself whispering a forbidden healing spell, one that could have freed him if he had dared risk others. From the voice you hear, you choose mercy when vengeance would have saved you. Was that strength or fear?
It was neither. It was weakness.
It was weakness. Alright.
Marcus is like, that wasn't one of the fucking answers. Come on.
No.
I didn't ask that part of the question. Fucking hands are cramping.
Okay. You are back in the antechamber.
Okay.
And that's your little note. So it's Debrick next.
Yes, my turn, my turn. Me.
Oh, wait.
I don't. Do I have to wait?
You see yourself wearing Lord Varen's armor, but it's fused to your skin. Your sword bleeds down your arm. If Varen begged for your help instead of your blade, would you have still drawn it?
If he had begged for my help instead of my blade. No, I believe once I made my decision, I would have kept on with it. He could have rotted for all I cared at the time. And I don't know if I would change my mind now after so long. So, no, I would not have given me my blade. Or my help. You would have got my blade. Whatever the fucking phrase was. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out a little more later.
Okay. Rowell sits laughing beside the bed where an old friend lies dying, a fellow traveler from his youth. As the last breath leaves their lips, Rowell makes a joke about death, finally catching up with someone on time. The room goes still. The laughter dies in his throat. You claim you're making light of fate, but did you use humor to hide from it?
He's most likely yes.
Alright. And poof, you're back in the antechamber. And sort this around.
Eh?
I'm sorry. Who's that? I mean,
I don't know
it's,
who this
it's
Rod is.
yeah, it's
but-
Pompopus now. I mean, or something along those lines.
Pumspark.
See, like I said,
Whatever.
Pompopus.
What you see is a wide-eyed child stares up at you and says, "You saved us, but who are you?" Cicero chuckles and responds with one of 100 fake names. The child blinks and vanishes like smoke. A voice you hear. "You have lived 1,000 lives, and none of them have been yours."
Right. I have lived 1,000 lives.
Alright, so you accept this truth as truth?
Yes. Except I twisted it. Instead of lives, lies.
Alright, and you're beckoning at Chipper. Is that everyone for that one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And you head towards the next one, I assume?
Yes.
Which I believe is paper.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright, so Galen. As you walk in, can y'all see the map or no?
No.
Alright.
First, do we need to bring our characters out?
Yeah, up top here. Alright, Galen, standing in front of you is a large mirror. The mirror's surface peels like an old parchment, revealing two Galens overlaid. One in a whitely priest vestments, eyes full of compassion, the other in a blood black ceremonial armor, eyes blazing with command. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The only armored version steps forward. Emperor Galen Selwyn Talbot, the crowned butcher, whose very aura makes the sacred ground crack beneath him, carries the scepter forged from the broken healer staff, a mocking symbol of Galen's mercy turned weapon. He speaks to you. "You choose to heal the sick and bury the dead. I choose to ensure they stay dead. How many more lives might you have saved had you ruled? I do not mince words. I erase the cause. You touch fevered brows. I touch nations." All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, the Emperor wields the healing only as leverage, saving lives to control them, to bind Lord and Throne death. His hands restore flesh, but his eyes burn away freedom. Do you wish to merge with what you could have become? Or shall you fight me?
I guess we're fighting, bitch.
All right. Oops.
Oh, and he said what I have become, correct?
Uh, let's say yes, because I'm trying to find where that was in the script.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah.
Um,
And you do notice this is a much older version of you.
okay. Give me a second. So, as he says that we're going to fight, I hold up a finger, walk past him, and step into the healing one.
Into the what?
The healing one.
Oh, healing wand? Okay.
The one that looks like he's got the priestly robes on. This is my choice. So let's go.
All right. Uh, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Sure.
Him or
Him. All these trials are individual.
This will be a
just
quick
making
fight.
sure.
Hold on a second. Okay.
All right, let's have another roll off.
Okay. Just roll initiative again.
Yeah. Okay. You go first.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. This is. Let's see here. Give me a second. I will cast so you need a endurance, which I'm assuming is a Constitution saving throw of an 18.
Okay. What's your bonus?
Plus 9.
Plus 9?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Okay, does that mean you, with the plus 9, you rolled a 13, or you rolled a 13 plus 9?
I rolled a 13 on the d20.
Okay. All right.
All right. He'll reach out. You dare strike your better half? Kneel. I need you to do a Christmas saving throw.
Is it a spell I possess?
It's something he does.
Okay. Is it a spell?
Yes.
Is it
Counter
command?
Okay, counterspell. All right. And that automatic clears out third or lower, right?
Correct.
Okay. He seems frustrated with you. Go ahead.
Pardon me.
So, let's see here. I will walk up to him and take the chalice and pour water throw water into his face to hopefully get him into his mouth.
Okay. Uh, Give me your standard attack roll.
Strength or dexterity? Which one?
We'll do dexterity if that's better for you.
23.
Okay. You strike him. He does tend to gag a little bit as you swallow some of the water. What does it do?
You can be healed beyond your normal limits, restoring those who should not survive. They may bring back a dead ally back to life without components or divine interventions. And any wound healed by the chalice leaves no scars. And I look at him and go, heal your mind. Know that you are not this type of person.
Okay. He seems a little bit baffled. He will take a strike out at you.
Okay.
What's your strike bonus?
+3.
Does a 12 hit you then?
It does not.
Okay.
So I will, since he can't strike me, I'll reach up and I will try to pull the crown off of his head.
All right. Don't even bother rolling. You rip it off.
You are no king. And put it on mine.
All right. With that, you see the figure crumble, and with that, you are back in the antechamber.
Yeah, I'm are the rest of the people there?
No,
Okay.
it's
So I take the crown and put it on my actually continue to put it on my head if it's still there.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
That didn't whisper to you, did it?
No.
But that's what the crown does.
Okay.
DC's your saving throw. All right, Debrick's next, right?
Yep.
You see this.
Oh, giant handsome fella.
Mirror surface splashes like rippling steel. Debrick's reflection steps forward, cloaked in noble regalia, bearing the sigil of House Dargus, proudly across his chest. Unburned, unbroken, his expression is cold, dignified, but proud. His right arm is a blade of living obsidian, fused to him entirely. This is Debrick that never rebelled, never killed. Instead, he ascended. I did not need to slit his throat to gain the blade. I earned it. You broke the house to kill one man. I became the house to bury them all. We are both traitors, Debrick. I simply chose the slower poison.
Yes, well, I was bored. There's not a whole lot I can do. I mean, I wasn't going to wait. Here we are. What do you want to do now? Are there any markings on this individual beyond his armor?
Not that you can see now.
Okay. Are you trying to say you're better than I am? Is that what we're trying to say here?
I am saying together we can be the best version of ourselves. And he holds out his left hand. Either merge, or I shall destroy my weaker half.
Merge and weaker. I mean, you're making a very bad argument here, but so tell me, what would happen if we did merge? I mean, who would be in control?
Devrick will be in control.
Yes, I understand that. But is the Devrick with, how shall I put this? What benefit is there of merging that make us any more powerful than we already are?
That is all that matters, is making us powerful.
You cannot lie there. You know what? Fuck it. I'll reach out and grab his hand.
Alright. As you do the Viking embrace, y'all merge together as one. And
You can secretly tell me this one. Remember, type W first.
well, I think because it's broken up in so many things, it
Didn't whisper it? Yeah.
yeah.
That's what happens. Or you can make it just a handout out of it. And
Well, I'll just whisper it to you in DM.
And what?
And a
Discord?
DM. Yeah. Alright. So who's next on the trial?
Yes, that.
Roel.
Alright, let's see if I can find some way to fix that.
Okay. Surface of the archway ripples with ink-like blackness as Roel steps forward. A second Roel emerges. But where Roel was bright-eyed and unnervingly cheerful about death, this version is somber. Cloaked in dark ceremonial robes, with a brand of Sithis carved into his chest, still bleeding. His eyes are void black, and his voice carries no whimsy, only the heavy weight of finality. Rule the Silencer. In your world, you dance with death. In mine, I embrace it completely. You joked as the void took them. I stood in silence and ensured they never returned. We both serve Sithless, but only I respect the stillness. What was that?
It was me asking a question. Quietly.
Yes, it does.
Thank you. I will.
Why do you carry hope like a lantern in the dark? You shame the silence. They laugh because you make death a jest, but it's not comedy. It is conclusion. If this is commanded, would you end your friends with a smile?
Of course he would. Why are you asking that question?
Well, why do you think he's staying in the darkness and staying hidden? Am I supposed to prance around and make it obvious and then get him caught? Am I supposed to be, oh, look at me, here he is for everyone to see? No, I'm the way I am, so that it's not obvious. Dumbass.
Then merge with me so we can truly serve Sithlis.
And what would I get out of that? Look like some kind of sad, pressing creep? Or would I still look like myself?
I think you stumped the creature.
Join and find out.
I mean, I'm approaching. It's like you gotta make it a little bit better of a deal, and you gotta give me some hint of recognition. I mean, come on.
Your faith in Sithlis seems to waver.
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 No, my faith in you is non-existent. My faith in this place as a Daedric temple to someone else is bullshit. Here, I'll come up to him and I'll reach out to him. And can I have advantage on attack roll? As I pretend the
To reach out and bond?
yeah.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay, that's a crit. So I'm also going to add. Does he take product?
Well, anytime you've actually done damage, he...
This is the first time
Yeah.
because I'm gonna
And-
put a channel divinity into this because it said this.
Okay. Well, he is kaput. He fades.
Because I'm just full on just smacking him in the face as go fuck yourself. It's like, yeah, I don't believe you, just fuck you. It's like, yeah, I'm merging. Just give me everything as a vampiric touch where I'm taking, life force and all.
Well, you find out it's not... There's no life force to siphon.
Yeah, it's just 28 plus
Yeah.
17 on top as I use the channel divinity to slap extra on it.
Okay.
So,
Well-
they're 28, 38, 40.
Yeah. Well, as you do this, your vision vanishes and you're back in the antechamber and you have a message on Discord.
Okay.
And Cecil,
Yes.
you see this stepping out of the mirror. The
Okay.
mirror turns with indistinct hues, shifting like oil on water. When the surface finally stills, out slinks a dragon-shaped silhouette. But not colorful, not vibrant. Stalk white, almost alabaster. A featureless, voiceless version of Cecil Fraud steps forth. Its scales are dull pearl. Its eyes are mirrors. The very presence is unbearable, not because it hides, but because it reveals. This version of him that never lied, never changed faces, never dodged a question, a creature of total transparency. You lied so much, you became the lie. Every name you took was a little death, every mask a burial. I am who you would have been had you let them see you, and they loved me for it. What was your real name before the stories?
Who are you?
I am you.
Oh no, you are not me because I am not that boring looking.
Merge with me and you can finally be yourself, not who you pretend.
You mean, are you going to make my scales all, dull and gray and boring?
Why does everybody ask that? No, you'd still look the same.
No, that's what I'm asking. It's like, you are just... let me
People see who you really are.
let me rephrase this. You really think I want to be part of anything that looks like you? This is... hold on. I don't actually have it over here. Oh, yes, I do. Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it like, sorry.
What's your bonus?
It's a DC 16. Oh, what my bonus is? +8 on Notice Wisdom. +5.
Okay, so that's a 17.
Okay. So it takes no damage, but
All right. So you attack him. So you attack
Yes, I
him,
did.
huh? All right.
Is this an initiative situation?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Horrible initiative, but that's okay.
$9.2. Roll my d20. Ha! Beat you by 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 10. Plus, I guess, whatever your bonus is. 6.2. Give me a... Really? Give me a Christmas saving throw versus your DC.
DC 16. That would be a fail, but I'm just going to go on and laugh in the face of danger.
Well, the question is, are you rolling it for yourself or for your doppelganger?
For myself. 23.
He seems a little spiteful towards you.
Well, that's quite understandable. Since it's now my turn, I am casting a death sight at him. It is a dexterity saving throw, and that would be an 8 for me.
That'd be a +8.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, so he takes the full 18 necrotic.
Alright.
Oh, shit. I put that in the wrong spot.
Alright. And I will send you a missile.
Okay, a missile. Ooh.
A missile.
Yes. Everyone else got notes. I get a missile. Oh, over here. Okay.
You get those.
Okay.
Alright. You all are back in the antechamber. All the tiles seem to be laid out now towards you, and you see a hallway that leads into another chamber. I assume you'll head that way?
Yep.
Alright. Inside
Real quick, can you give me edit access to the crown of the Crowborn so that I can add stuff?
Okay. Crown to the what?
Of the Crowborn? I'm assuming those two merged.
Yes.
If not, I'm going to throw the one from the King away because it's not going to be as good as the Crowborn one.
Do these, by the way, use my bardic voice or something?
Yes.
Okay, except for the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And before we move on to the next section, would you like to take a quick break since it's 9 o'clock?
Sure, I guess.
All right. Well, would you like to re-announce that before I close us for the break?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's halftime. Go ahead and throw in the code word Hatters for your chance to win a Gloomsport uh, campaign setting guide from GuiWiQ.
All right, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. So put in those words, and we'll see you then. There we go, and we're back. No, I didn't see you can go anywhere yet. You're gonna stay here and be cute.
Alrighty.
Now, was there any appearance change? I meant to ask that earlier with my character.
Not that you can tell offhand
Okay,
right away.
just the changes we discussed on Discord.
Yes. Y'all find yourself back in the antechamber. These 3 passageways you saw before are no longer there. You see a single one. As you walk through, this is the innermost chamber of the tomb of Valsaran, a vast circular hall lined with mirrors, pillars, a vast circular hall lined with mirrored pillars that reflect not the present, but the possible past. Faint threads of ink hang in the air like constellation. At its center lies a desiccated corpse slumped against a shattered pedestal, once used to resemble the quill.
Don't know if people heard, but Trump did something to Iran.
Bombed their nuclear facilities.
Okay.
Is that what caused the earthquake there?
He's doing an address in 45 minutes.
Well, there was a report of an earthquake there as well, so
Damn.
that's why Marcus made the comment. Is that what caused it?
Yeah.
So there's a single doorway?
Yes. Then you
Search for
walk-
secret doors.
Yeah. Definitely.
Who's good at searching doors?
I
will
will.
assist.
I think we should search for secret doors.
Okay. I will start searching for secret doors. Would you like
Alright.
an investigation roll?
Yes, I would.
I take off my goggles and I put on the monocle. You give me a bonus. So plus, and I give myself, of course, inspiration.
I suppose you want an investigation check for this, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Oh, I was just going to assist. I should have just said assist, but
No problem.
you're doing a fine job on your own. Sorry, I
So
was
that's,
busy spraying
32.
spraying some stuff on the kitty cat,
You
pissing him
do
off at the
not
same time.
see any secret doors, but as you get get to the center of the room and you kick over the dead body, you do see some runes. Runes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What exactly did the dead body look like?
Aaron Thorne, is that you?
Oh no, that's you.
Oh, that's me? Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
You're Aaron Thorne.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. I
It
guess I'm
is. Alright.
Mhm. It was a secret. Oh shoot! I maybe shouldn't have said it.
And then y'all all forget the name Aaron Thorne because of the crown. I did not know that I was a leader of people in the past, future thing, whatever this thing is doing. Huh. I searched the body.
All right. You come across a journal, which let me go ahead and move this down for you, or actually move it up for you. We're in the west. Move this up here. That.
Oh, has our game turned into a musical? And I missed the memo. And
You'll
no,
see.
that is not a suggestion for future reference. I'm not doing a musical episode.
I go along as I always have, as I must. Well, this ain't me. The other said the chain was a myth. Mother that broken God, a cautionary tale. But I have read the glyphs, followed the mirrored path, watched the ink ripple when no hand touched it. I made my vow. I will rewrite the chain. I will break the cage. He didn't do a very good job. Entry 5, week 3. Walls whisper in a language I once knew. Well, yeah, it could be men then. I dream of a boy who chooses mercy. He became a healer, a friend, a fool. Yep, sounds like me. That boy wears my face, but he walks a softer road. I crushed that path when I chose to ink over blood. So, if I chose to ink over blood, wouldn't it be I chose blood over ink?
Well, maybe it was a choice made differently than the one you would have made. Seems to be the running theme here. Versions of ourselves making different choices.
Yeah, you're right. The quill is real. I have found the first fragment. It knew my name before I spoke it. Ooh. And
You
then
say
does everybody...
Did
Go ahead.
you say it was the first Fraggle?
Yes, that's what it sounded like to me. Fragment.
Fragment.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But because I don't know what a fraggle is.
A little furry guy that likes to eat doozer buildings. That's just fine.
Oh, okay. By the way, can y'all read these? Or I don't know if everybody
Yes.
does. Okay. So, blah, 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 blah.
You don't wish to read them, so our viewers can
Oh,
hear them in your character's voice, since it is yours.
Week 6. Ink stained. I rewrote a moment, a prayer my mother never spoke. It worked. I no longer remember her voice. Only her silence, not science. Silence. I burned her to gain a secret. What was a secret? Because as an idiot, you didn't write it down so you wouldn't forget it.
Did you burn your mother? Is this what it's trying to say?
Yeah, I remember my mother.
But you didn't burn her.
I can't remember. I'm sure I ran a candle into her at some point.
Oh, well, I don't think that's what it was meant, but go ahead.
Okay. Broken, bloodline broken. I met an echo of myself. His hands were clean. He wore a pendant, mine, but smiled like a man who hadn't knelt before forgotten gods. I asked him what he feared most. He said, becoming me. I just think he was weak. Final journal of me. Last page. The ink is warped, feathered, and okay. I cannot finish this right. Not without the others. Not without me. The tune listens to silence and writes in solitude. How can you listen in silence? It just doesn't. That does not make sense to me. The more I try to control the script, the more it pulls away from me. I gave up Gallon. I took the ink. I rewrote too many truths to know which one was mine. But I didn't come alone. Thane Wormglass! That is what they called him here. But I knew him before the worms, before the mass, before he lost his name to vengeance and whispers. I told him, if I fail, as this quill begins to sing instead of write, you take it, you break it, and you run. See, you had to use a different voice there because I wasn't me. He said, then I'll see you in the void.
I'm sorry, but that does not sound anything like with the Thistle Rod at all. You have to try that one again.
Oh, sorry. He lost me.
Okay. Repeat after me. Then I'll see you in the void.
Then I'll see you in the void.
There you go. See? I failed, and he ran. See, that's not Thistle Rod at all. He would have flown.
Running, that's a lot of work.
I mean, it could be just a figure of speech. Ran as in took off, not ran as in his little feet pattering on the ground. But anyway, continue. You're doing such a fine job.
I failed, and he ran. Oh, I already said that part. If you find this journal, and you're wearing my face, look for him. Okay, Thistle Rod's right there. Does he remember? Does he feel it? The pool of the ink, the taste of the burned vellum, the broken oath. One of you must finish this. Free him or become him. If I die, may the others, the other me, do better.
Well,
I pick up the body, put where it's sitting, leaned up against the uh, stone step.
hey,
Sit down beside it and go, "Sorry, dude, you
Go-
didn't make it."
Golden Boy.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You did say you wanted some skeletons, and there's one sitting right there.
Hey,
I mean,
hey,
it's
hey.
always nice to raise a friend.
What?
But what?
Wait a minute! I know what to do. I take out the chalice, fill it with water. Dun, 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 dun. And resurrect him.
Alrighty.
That's not going to go wrong, not whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
By the way, before I do that, I make sure I take every damn thing off of him.
That
Okay.
was nice of you.
I mean, what's the worst
I mean-
solution?
I mean, what else do we need but a wet corpse?
Yeah. Oh no! This you don't know. I didn't tell you. This will resurrect someone. Ding, ding, ding.
But you are. But he is. Well, let's see if it works.
Yeah, that's all. It may not work because I'm here. If I am him and he is me and me are they.
Exactly.
If we
Well,
are we,
at least this way you can have a nice, long conversation with yourself and actually respond.
Yes.
oh, that's
All
gonna
right.
be a fun conversation.
As he rises, he
Hi.
looks towards you. So you found it. My tomb. Our tomb.
Well, I
Do you
found
know
this.
how many times I tried to rewrite the end?
Yes.
Each time a piece of me was lost. Name, face, faith. I
Okay.
took the quill to break the chains, Galen, but I forgot what chains hold us together. I offer you a choice, not redemption. That's for those who still believe. A trade. Let me die cleanly, and I'll give you the truth of the quill. Keep me alive, and I'll show you what it rewrites when no one else chooses, or
Oh,
when no one else watches.
I can kill you. Do you mind coming back as an undead?
I wish to die cleanly.
I
Yeah,
mean, death
okay.
is death. You can die cleanly. So it's just your corpse to be the one to be animated, not
So,
your soul.
I stand up. I pull out my dagger. I stand behind him, and I cut his throat.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
All right.
And then I play with the blood as it's pumping.
And as it's pumping, he smiles faintly. Then it's done. One of us did better. And the body collapses.
Which one did better though? That's the question I have for you. Was it him or you?
And I look over and go, I'm not sure.
As he falls, you see on his hand a eye with a pin stuck in it.
Okay.
And as his body goes to dust, you find a
Of course I
fragment
did.
of the quill spine.
Say that again. Sorry.
The quill.
The quill spin fragment.
Okay. I pick it up. What happens when I heal someone else? When I heal someone?
So are we saying that the body turned to dust? So there's no bones for Golden Boy to res, right?
Ooh,
There's some bones if he wants to fiddle with it.
All right. What is this? The quill spine.
Yes.
Is it mundane or is it magical?
As you flip your little thingamajigger over to check, it does show some weak, faint things of magical. Give me an Arcana.
I look over to the priest and go, "Hey, look at this with me."
Yep,
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
I'll guide you.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
Let's get this all rubbed in. You get them fleas killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You notice that though it has some magical properties, it's not complete.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I think
Once
there's
you-
other quills we must find to complete.
I'm sure it has something to do with other doppelgangers of ourselves. I'm positive.
Does it look like it can hold ink?
no.
Oh.
Currently, it looks like it's just the top part of the
Okay.
quill pen.
Sir Golden Boy, are you going to make him a sketty one?
Do you want me to?
I don't care. So I take the sap, I pour it on the bones, wash out the vial, walk up, and I don't know what this is, but I'm getting some of it because it's liquidy.
Okay. It's just a black, dark ooze.
Here comes the black pudding attack.
So you just getting a single vial of it?
That's all I have at the moment of empty vials. Because, we didn't go back to, I didn't have a chance to loot the town like everyone else.
Well, I mean, we can retro say you did because your character was technically there.
Was
And we
there
have a lot of stuff.
Was there an alchemy shop in town?
Or at least some place to get empty glass vials.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'll say so.
so he can keep what he had with the golden liquid and just have some
Okay,
others.
yeah. So, yeah, I'll fill up 5 vials of this then.
Okay.
How?
And now I'm down to 2 more bottles. If I ever get a chance to actually make some damn potions,
Alright, I am sending you a DM.
Okay. Are you sending it? Where are you sending it? And are you doing whispers if you're sending it?
I'm sending it in Discord
Discord.
because it's a long list of stuff.
Okay.
One is the golden set that you got earlier, and the other one is this one.
Okay.
Did you check to make sure your body didn't have a spell book on him? Because you're always asking about spell books.
So I searched the body. I was waiting for him to say. I was like, I would be. If the journal was the only thing, I understand. But my God, where's the spell book, man?
I just gave you a spell book.
Hey, he was older and more.
Versed.
So it may have had higher level spells in it. Okay.
I was a wizard once.
Oh, cool.
Pardon me.
Hey, does anybody know who the stained wormglass is?
The what?
Stained wormglass.
In the description, it did sound interesting. Like somebody we should know, right? I mean,
Seems
it's
like.
obviously not me, but who knows?
Not a clue.
When I get legend lore, I'll try to find out.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you doing anything with the runes?
Okay. What? Reading the runes. See what they say.
Do you need an arcana to check to determine what the runes are about?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. We'll do that. How's a 14?
You realize these symbols look familiar to the gate that you walked through?
Oh, so they're
And-
written in Daedric.
Yes. So if you press them in the correct order, it might open a portal for you guys to get out.
Oh, it's a dial device for a Stargate. I mean,
So I will push them in the order we think they're supposed to go in.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'll assist with that arcana so that you get advantage on it. That way, maybe we'll get the right answers. Oh, or that I
Okay.
cannot. But I'm sure you've got this. You want to guide yourself with it.
No issues right there. You
You're
push
cute,
the
buddy.
buttons, and you are
You're
now
cute, buddy.
all of the
I'm
gate
gonna take
opens
the
up.
dead body.
You're gonna take the dead body.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna burn him. I'm just gonna take the dead body.
All right. You take the dead body, and I assume y'all all walk out.
Yes. we'll walk
Except for
around.
Thistle.
No, I'm coming.
I know you're not. Thistlerod's no longer there. Thistlerod
Oh
disappeared a
yes,
long time
yes. The
ago.
Baron will come.
But he doesn't walk.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
Yes,
don't
the
walk.
walking part. We've already established his little feet don't touch the ground unless he sits.
Or you lay him down when he's in your backpack.
Yeah,
He's still-
exactly.
yeah, let's put the backpack down. Yeah, so
You're-
right.
You're too good for setting your little feet on the ground.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ground is so
calm.
dirty.
Yes.
The ground is so
You know,
dirty.
You know-
It's so beneath me.
I am so happy that we stopped here and did this. I learned so much of what I am not.
And you got a really fancy looking headdress.
Well, it
I mean, compensating?
yes.
I mean, you identified this gateway and it gave you a name. I identified it, it gave me a name, and I feel worse for wear after the fact.
I know it made me sad the first
That's-
time.
I
that's
thought there
rather
was a
humorous.
Daedric prince here.
I just spouted out a random name and had no problems, so I have no idea what the issue was. And I didn't identify anything. Did I? I didn't identify a thing. No, I did not.
Alright.
I have great clarity after that.
And what did your clarity find?
That I'm not boring.
We could have told you that.
Yeah, exactly.
You needed to go through all those trials to determine that you're not boring.
Oh, no, I already knew that, but it just confirmed the fact.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the tomb and back down the pathway to your camp. You see your mounts and everything.
Oh, how long did that
No.
take?
That place would be a wonderful vacation resort for people. You know, especially people that might be facing some type of mental difficulty.
Oh, some inner turmoil, you mean?
Yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
what-
look, we could build a resort. It could be like a hot tub.
We could
Spa
we could build
experience?
a temple to the god of forgetfulness. I forget his name.
Yes. Well, that's the point.
Valley.
Velthron.
Yeah, Val.
Yeah, we could.
Valley. I think we can, start using his first name now.
Okay.
I mean, we've obviously gotten to know him really well.
I'm glad this stuff is safe for animals. He's sitting there licking the hell out of it.
I mean, we've met him a couple times.
We have?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember.
exactly.
Sounds good to me. So yeah, let's mark this on the map to know where to come back to.
Okay.
Okay. And then we can build a temple, and we can. Oh, and since it deals with time, we can do it for the time god too, whoever the fuck that is.
How
bad guy.
close are we to that light in the sky, though? I mean, that is our final destination, is it not?
Yep.
That light in the sky was coming from this temple.
Oh, so this is
Alright,
the Daedric
yeah.
Temple itself. I guess I was misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So then where shall we go next?
There's a cave up there in it by the shore.
I mean, is
Is
this
that-
stuff on a map? So is this like, a scroll across the top of our screen that says, hey, there's things nearby?
Okay. To recap this campaign so far, your first benefactor, who turned out to be a Daedric prince called Zangra the Chronophage, basically sent you all out to find way to rewrite the
Yeah, so we've gotten our first piece for the item that's used to rewrite things.
Yes.
yes.
So
And
then-
in that journal, it talked about a certain person who was given the rest to go run away
Yes.
with.
some individual with a strange name. I mean, I didn't quite understand who that was. There's none of us that I know for certain. Nobody recognizes that name, right?
No, I didn't.
What's that name again?
Thane.
Thane something or another. Wormwoods, I don't know, something along those lines.
Burn glass.
Let me think. But
But that name doesn't sound familiar to anyone, right?
Can I make a roll to see if we should remember it from somewhere?
I'm going through my
Sure.
notes. Okay.
If you want to roll
Well,
and find
I mean,
I don't think
Didn't
we've
we-
heard of it prior to this. I'm just referring to that any of us might know that name from, I don't know, past experiences or such.
Didn't we see somebody that made masks?
And
Yes,
we
we
supposedly
also-
came through a time before.
Right, and we also know individuals who wear masks.
Oh yes. Masks are a lot of fun.
So, I mean, there's that. I suppose we'd go back to the village and ask the mask maker who made a mask for us. But I'm feeling that it's more obvious than just traveling back to another village and asking. Just saying.
You know what?
I think one of us knows that name from somewhere. I know it's not me, and
I'm gonna hit you if you don't say something.
I think.
I mean, as a player,
Actually-
I have an idea. As a character, I'm trying not to.
I actually think I got it.
Because as a player, I know who it is.
Back when we were at the Hunter's Lodge,
And I could be wrong, but that's... Yeah, anyway. Yes?
we got a message from the king, and he wanted us to go raise hell on the border. I think we should go do that.
Okay.
Just
well,
completely
I mean-
fuck off.
I
But
mean,
on the wrong
yes,
side of the border.
there is
We
that.
need to go to Therenfall.
But, no, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I believe that's one of the... I think that's the original name for our name-changing individual who's with us. Yeah, Robert's like, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I've only ever known you as Circus.
Well, I mean, it's
And
the
now-
Sarah,
and
now
now
it's
it's
Baron
Baron
Pompstock,
Tom's
and
Park.
like I said, that's where my mind went. But I could be wrong. I'm just saying. Apparently, we've all traveled together in different forms and times and different personas of ourselves. So the name has to be familiar to one of us. Is all I was trying to say.
Well, I tried to roll a roll, and he kept talking before he told me what I needed to roll. So,
History.
oh, history.
Oh shit. Okay.
Now, there's a history, so it's based off his own memory.
I got a good damn memory right now.
Or what you've heard.
Actually, there is a question I should actually ask too. Do I have any merged memories that I need to be considering?
I would say yes.
Because I need. I mean, what kind of changes would I need to know to change my personality a little bit? You can send me a a DM if you want.
Okay. Personality wise, you're not as bloodlustful as you
I
once
mean,
were.
no. I mean, you can't get people to do things you want if you're bloodlustful. You
Yeah.
have to guide them, push them along the direction you wish.
You do have torn memories between your party members, as they look the same but go by different names.
Okay.
And
And
yes,
one
your
of those
hunches.
names was Thane.
Yes, is one of those names along those lines?
Yes.
And
Of
is
a purple.
yes, that's what I thought. All right, so knowing that ahead of time, the conversation would have been a whole lot different.
But
You.
with Galen's history, he knows of a group that this Thane guy ran with that wasn't the most honorable group, I should say. And apparently Thane was too heavy-handed a few times with picking up gadgets and knickknacks and stuff like that, and has been imprisoned in the Citadel, Obsidian Citadel.
So, I will walk over and I will drape my arm over the Baron's shoulders and say, "So tell me, if you were given something very important and you needed to run with it to hide with it, where would you go?"
Oh, wow. I don't know. What would I take? Well, really, I would just follow my shadow. My shadow always knows the best place to hide.
Yes, and does my memory of the other version do shit like that?
No.
Well, with that very fine way of doing things aside, is there some place special you would have known about or remembered that would be a good place to hide, is all I'm asking.
Let's see.
Beyond following your shadow, because Lord knows it leads you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is that...
Well, there was that little hole in the golden oak that was really good for hiding things. But you had to talk to the bees inside so they wouldn't bite you.
Okay, so the golden oak and bees. What was that at? What would that be?
Oh, that was back home.
And home is
Well, it's kind of in the Phalanx.
Ah. How easy is it to get to the Phalanx? That's my foot.
Well, there supposedly was a portal around here. I think Wormwood, they talked about there being a portal.
Did they now? I don't recall.
Yeah.
I suppose I was drinking entirely too much at that point in time.
Oh, yeah, you had drunk that really interesting potion. Galen told us all about it.
Oh, that's right. That was the town in which I got the strange chewy items from
Yeah,
the guy
supposedly
who
you
disappeared.
were running around town naked.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I'm sure maybe someone was hallucinating. I'm sure it wasn't me. So, any ideas or any hints as to where this portal might actually be?
No, they just said it was in that area.
Yeah.
Of course,
Unless
so...
you know. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go on.
Yes, and Wormwood Hollow, they're somewhere in the woods. There was a portal that opened up from the Feywild that kept chasing out a variety of fey creatures.
Oh, I know how to piss off Robert.
Don't know if there's a... currently, the status of the portal is unknown. Is if it's still open, if it's closed. That was one of the side quests for y'all to go check out and figure out. But
We never saw it.
So once per long rest, I can shield a creature from being forgotten or erased. So Do you want to stay? Do you want to stay this one permanently? every time you're ready to change, you're staying
Nope.
this one.
So
I'm like, how do you piss off Robert? Don't let him cause the chaos he wants to cause. Oh, sorry.
So do
Okay.
we want to just head back towards Wormwood?
well, that sounds like a good idea. Oliver, what do you think?
Yeah.
If that's the portal.
But by the way, did we get a good experience for killing, this person that we brought back from the dead, and because he's a high level caster?
No.
No, you did not level. Last
Hey.
week.
Wait a minute. We can do it to him again.
No, he's already been resurrected as an undead, has he not?
It
Not
doesn't-
yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. I was about to say we can kill him again.
I mean, yes, we're playing Skyrim, but no, we're not playing Skyrim.
I can bring him back again.
So, Arvel, do you think it's a good idea to go back to this portal and go through the Feywild?
Why do we want to go through the Feywild?
Oh, we need to find that individual in your journal. I mean, yes,
Mr. Thane?
yes, we need to find the Thane. Right.
I thought that was Thane. Point to the very
Yeah.
No, that's currently the Baron. I mean, we need to find
Yes.
the other version of him. I didn't know if I actually pointed out that he was Thane, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
So,
But- With
Wait,
his history check, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but his history check told you that he's been imprisoned at the Obsidian Citadel. Now, the Obsidian Citadel was where your initial journey was supposed to take you before the ship got sunk.
Yeah, we need
Right.
to go to the Citadel. I
well,
would
we're already
think.
on our way to the Citadel, and then we got here. So, I mean,
But it's up to y'all if y'all want to check out the Feywild.
I mean, I'm good with checking the Feywild.
well, if you
out.
heard that he was that the individual in question was locked up, I suppose we can go check that out first. Nothing like breaking into the prison we were already supposed to be going to, right?
Sure.
right.
How far away was that?
Oh, it's still a long way off.
Well, should we follow the shorelines and make our way to some sort of port town and get ourselves a ship? I'm sure we have the funds
Sure.
for it, don't we?
Except for the fact that we've got a wagon that won't do that very well.
Well, I mean, we can follow the roads and trails that lead closer to, closer to the shore. I mean, we don't have to stay on the shorelines. I'm sure there's, a route of some sort we can stay close to it.
See, that's the reason why I got a worm. A worm can go anywhere.
Yes. Okay. So.
And that's the only thing that came when I called.
Do we really need to keep the wagon with us?
I don't know. Y'all the one who wanted a wagon?
Or if we
Y'all-
we didn't actually want the wagon. It just
Oh, we
ended up-
could just take the battery.
Well, wait a minute. The wagon does have a lot of items inside it. Matter of fact, Arvel, you didn't. I mean, I'm sorry, Galen, you did not go through any of the items that were in there to see if any.
Yes,
of
I
them
did.
Did you? Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Uh,
as he puts on the glasses again, or he takes off the monocle. That's one item. Puts on the glasses, and then that's magical. That's magical. That's magical.
Ah, okay. So I wasn't paying much attention to what you were putting on at the time.
You normally don't pay attention to me.
I do not. No, I do not.
The only time I
y'all
pay
would
attention
like-
to you is when you're naked and running around and naked.
Well, I
And-
mean, it does draw a lot of attention.
yeah, because people were laughing.
I mean, they get to hide their embarrassments.
Well, I mean, it was the fact it was cold.
Sure, we'll use that as the phrase.
We don't need this wagon. I've got another bag of holding.
Yay!
Well, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
you
that
do.
our badger friend would love to be running loose without a wagon to tow around behind him, wouldn't you think?
Well, was it Baron right now? Was that?
Yeah.
Was that,
Yes,
why don't you ask
Baron
him?
Tumspar.
Tumspar?
Yes, Thane, if you would be so
Tom.
kind as to
Tumspar.
Tumspar. Why don't you ask the Badger if he wants to be free of the wagon? And,
I'll ask Badger if he wants to be free of the wagon.
Are we not carrying
we can carry it in other ways.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Can I
was
still
there
come with you
anything
guys?
dealing with the wagon that
Huh?
is there anything dealing with the wagon that we needed to carry the wagon for? I mean, I thought it was just like a wagon full of items.
It's a wagon full of items that probably all won't fit into your single bag of holding.
Because we have
Uh,
a bag of holding, a leafy bag of holding.
Yeah.
And then I have my small ones, which
Okay.
I don't think I can get a lot of this stuff in.
Does
No.
the wagon have a like sleeping quarters kind of set up in it or not? Like a little department roll around, or is it just strictly carrying items?
Strictly carrying items. If y'all would like to give me an intelligence check as you go through, because you got all the magical items, but you have a lot of mundane items, textiles and stuff. With that, you do a quick inventory of everything, and everything in here, total value is around 2,700 gold.
I mean, it's up to you if you wish to continue using it. I
I
mean,
don't want. I'm not using the wagon. I don't want to deal with the wagon. So
We can sell it. Wormwood.
I don't mind keeping the wagon right now. Yeah, we could sell it.
okay.
Yeah.
So
very well. We'll just travel with the wagon. That's someplace we can sell it at.
So we're going back to the Wormywood place.
Where was the other place we were going to go?
The Black Citadel you're referring to requires a ship for that. I just figured
Yeah.
we'd follow the coast until we came across to Port Town. I'm sure there's one. Do we have a map by any chance? I don't recall. My memory's a little fuzzy of what we have and have not done. Those reasons. Do we have a map?
So
Or
Double
actually-
Toss, Double Toss would be a good place to get a boat.
Yes.
Where?
Big city that had this whole party going on when
Okay.
we went to it the first time.
Sure. I don't remember
Do I have any memory of any kind of markings on a map from previous individual?
Yes.
Would I know of Dalier?
Dalier.
Whatever it is, Dalier.
Dalir.
Dalir.
Dalir on the Norm bid.
It's right.
Oh.
Yeah, to the left of
Dalir.
us or to the west of us.
Uh.
Oh, up in the whole
Yeah.
norm bit.
That is in.
Do you want me to roll a history to see if I have any knowledge for it?
Sure. I'm trying to figure out where that is.
It's straight west from the Daedric tomb.
Yeah. It's a Dollar's a village located on the polar sea coast where the vegetation is sparse. Dollar grew around a calm coastal bay and comprised mostly informally of humans. They are. Oh, what the hell does that say? Egalitarianist, Syndicus, autocratic republic that worships many deities. None have a clear majority of all. The land. People that are on the lands, they work collectively and together to benefit its prosperity. Affairs are handled by the supreme leader and head of whom is Jarl St. Yarna.
Okay.
Trade is reasonable until the people live a squalid existence because some of the taxes are applied to certain goods and services. It's a small, icy village type town.
Not someplace we'd get a large boat to make our way somewhere else. And it's also a long trek now that I'm looking at it.
It's mostly a fishing type village.
All right. Well, I mean,
Fishing ports, seals, stuff like that. Your best bets are either Nilison or Devilos if you want to unload the all that
you said Donaldson?
double toss and
Okay, I got you. Nile on the island? Nilalion?
Yeah. Are two better places to unload the wagon. If you're going to abandon it, Del Lotos is your best seaport or your closest seaport.
And we've
That
already
you can
traversed
get
those roads, so we kind of know those roads. So maybe we should make our way back down there. I was thinking of Dahlia, but it's a fishing village and it's cold, and I'm sure, Thane would not. I mean, Baron Pommelspark would have issues with that kind of weather. So maybe we should head back down to Dallas and sell the wagon, get a ship, and head on out. What do you think?
Works
Sounds
for me.
good.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, Arvel, would you like to take the lead?
Okay, I'll take the lead. Hey, somebody help me.
Sure.
Thank you.
So we're heading back to Del Lotos.
Yep.
Alright. Good, I don't have to prep too much. Okay. That would be a yes. You're making your pathway easy peasy. No real issues. If anyone wants to give me a,
What do you need?
perception.
I'll handle. How's that? A natural 20 for a 26.
Sounds good. You do hear
Just not as
some
good as
wolf-
Rawells.
You do see or hear wolves in the distance, but no threat coming y'all's way.
And if you sent me some changes in my personality, I should have yet in the thing.
No, not yet.
Not yet. All right. Because I'm sure there'll be some changes that I need to RP.
Okay.
I mean, are we going to travel straight there? Are we going to stop at any? Well, should we stop at any of the villages on the way back through? I don't think so. I think we can make it through without stopping. Don't you all?
Sure.
Oh, I mean, stopping is always nice to find new people, meet them, talk to them.
Sure.
We could help them out. I'm sure they have something.
No more helping. That always takes too long.
What was it we needed to have for the vault? I mean, it was in the journal.
We needed also the symbol, which we now know. It's right here. I raise his hand as it's flopping.
Actually, is the symbol still on his hand?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Is he a skeleton now?
Yes, he is a skeleton.
Oh,
And the symbol, once he died,
what a way.
became the quill.
Oh,
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
But y'all make your way through. You bypass Wormwood Hollow, I believe. It does
Yeah,
become
I think so.
nightfall. Do you set up camp?
Yes, and we are all in the tiny hut. If
Oh.
people do not want to be in the tiny hut, they don't have to be.
This is very comfortable. Thank you.
Isn't it? Even the badger can fit in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very happy about that.
Is anyone gonna keep watch?
I mean, I only need a few hours myself. I will keep the first watch and let the rest of y'all rest.
Okay.
there
Yeah, because
will
I need all 8 hours. Well, yeah, I think I need 8 hours. I can't remember if I do that rest or not.
there will be a bag of bones outside keeping watch as well.
Okay.
And yes, I need all 8 hours. So, because I cast a spell or 2 spells every day.
Go ahead and give me a perception check for those who are keeping watch.
So this is going to be an investigation. This will be a perception +4. I didn't roll well. Let me double check. Got anything else?
There's my perception.
It's got advantage on it.
Okay.
So 22. Or it's an or perception.
All right.
So how smart is your skeleton there, Rail?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Just listen for the hellish screech.
Alright, I mean, I'm keeping a watch with him, so it should be fine.
Well, about 2 hours into the rest, you notice a flicker of flame out in the woods, and you hear some singing and some chanting going on.
What kind of chanting am I hearing?
What languages do you speak?
Good question. Common, Elvish, and Daedric, it looks like. Let me click that up there and show you.
Okay. You don't understand what you're saying, but you do recognize the
The cadence.
cadence and all that, yes.
Is it summoning or just some sort of ritual?
Give me a history check.
Alright, closing that out. History. There we go.
Alright. You recognize this libation style party once before.
Okay, so it's not... It's a merriment sound, not a...
Yeah.
And where would I have heard this before?
Roughly, what, a week ago, around the same area?
Wildwood.
Someone found their favorite dessert there?
Okay.
Okay, but the music and the sounding and all that's coming from the town or outside the town?
From this flaming campfire that you see out there.
Wait a minute. Oh, yes, that's right. We dealt with goblins of some sort at that point in time and made friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
Should I investigate just to be on the safe side? No, I will walk over to our Dragonite friend here, see, because he was the one that found the dessert that he liked, right?
Yes. The apple pie?
Yeah. So, Baron Pommelspark, right?
Yes, Palmspark. Yes,
Pommelspark. Okay, just making sure that I'm calling you by the right name. It seems you're friends with the apple pie situation might be nearby again. Do you wish to visit with them or leave them be?
Yes, I think we should visit with them.
Shall we wake the other two, or just you and I?
Well, I mean, it would mean more pies for me.
Yes, that it would. But
Yeah.
just in case.
So let us just go ourselves.
Alright. So, sneakily make our way that direction, I suppose?
Alright.
Well, I say sneakily, but I think, I don't think Pommelspark will be sneakily. Oh, he actually rolled it.
I mean, I can also be invisible, but...
Never mind. I forgot.
No, that's fine. You sneak over.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Clang,
I
clang.
forgot about this fucking armor.
You know, you really are a great sneak partner. They'll see you first.
Yes. So I will make sure that I am the limelight of everything, and if things go wrong, you can stay hidden and run back and get the other two. As I'm crunching logs and shit all through the fucking forest.
As you get closer, you hear, "Halt! Halt!"
Yes. It's hi there. It's good to see you again. Can you see me? You know, I mean, I know you can hear me.
Hi, we're friends.
That wasn't part of the plan, Pommelspark, but okay.
What was the name you gave them? Was it Thistlerud?
It was
or
Thistlerud.
It was like, Lord Thistlerod or whatever.
Sir Thistlerod.
Sir Thistlerod, yeah.
Sir Thistlerud, you're back! And you brought the live one with you?
Well, yes. Yes, he was the one that saw y'all.
Yes, I don't believe I was allowed last time because I think I got this stuff since then. But anyway,
Okay. Yeah. Come on in. Hey, Grundle! That's the right back.
Now I don't know who this Thistlerod is, but I'm going to go with it.
that was the name you gave them when we first got here.
Oh, well.
Yes, it's one of the names you went by. Thane, it's just one of the names you went by.
Well, then
Between you and I know
keep
what you're
using
doing.
it.
Okay. So Wormglass is nice.
Yes.
So as you walk in, everyone cheers and waves to you guys. Two little kids come up to you, Devrick, grab your hand and try to drag you out into the dancing circle.
Yes, this armor doesn't make dancing all that well. I mean, as you can tell, I'm very heavy on my feet. But sure, I will give it a shot.
Give me a performance roll.
That's the spirit. And I will join the goblins in making.
Well, look at that. My performance was better than my stealth.
Isn't that how it is?
As you're dancing around, getting to the groove, you do notice this one female goblin kind of giving you the eye.
I'm
As
sure
you're-
I do, but we'll just pretend I didn't.
Okay.
Well, think of it this way: she's not an ogre.
Yes, but I'm also not a kobold bard, so just put that out there.
Cecilrod, as you go up to start performing, go ahead and give me a performance.
Okay.
Of course, I could have been better and just cast Muffle on myself, but I didn't.
19.
Okay. The rest of the band kind of struggles to keep up with you, but they're after a few minutes they get on tune with you and start playing along. Grundle comes out with this big platter of pies and sits it on the table with Tika behind her carrying a bunch of cutlery and bringing out some other foods to lay out on the feast table.
You are fine examples of goblins. And your wife is one of the best cooks I've ever known.
Well, I thank you. Thank you very much. So what brings you all back through here?
Well, there was this weird light, and now for some reason we're going back the other way. I got confused.
We completed what we was doing up north and decided to come back this direction. Maybe stock up on some wares down in Delvatos, and we acquired a wagon along the way and wished to sell it. You're not interested in buying a wagon by chance, are you?
Oh, that would help us move the camp a little more. How much are you looking to sell it for?
That's a very good question. I don't know how much a wagon like that is valued at. This is the player asking out loud. But how much would you think it would be worth? I mean, do we have a roll for that?
Cost of a wagon is like 25 gold, I think. But the wares are in the back of it, like I said, is around 2,700 gold.
That's right, you did say that a minute ago. But some of that stuff would be taken out, like the things that have magical properties.
Right. That was the 2,700 is just the mundane items in the back.
Right.
Like
and we don't care about that.
Armor, clothes.
Yes, and there's also a horse that comes with it. So, I mean, we have that. I would say maybe, since we're friends here and your apple pies are so delicious, 2,000, if you have it. 2,000 gold, maybe?
Oh, we don't carry that much around.
Well, give me an offer. We are friends. We can dicker a little.
Well, my wife was experimenting with some alchemy with her apple pie. Maybe I could trade you some of those for the wagon.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Well, that sounds interesting. I'll tell you what. The recipes, and of course the pies themselves, and perhaps the a young lass that was checking me out, and maybe she can ride with us for a while as a compensants as well.
Which one was putting an eye on you?
I will point at the one I think was putting an eye on me. That one over there. She seemed rather interested to hang out, and maybe she's interested in adventuring as well, and maybe an extra hand we can deal with.
Tinklebottom! What are you doing?
Did you say Tinklebottom?
Yes,
Tinkle-
that's my daughter.
Oh, my bad. My
She's
apologies.
a wild one. But she's of age and been tired of this gypsy life we've had, so.
Well, I mean, our life is not going to be much better. Gypsy life is traveler's life, adventuring life. It's all the same.
Yes. Same dungeons.
I tell you what, I will walk back and speak with our alchemist, and maybe he'll be interested in that. And then I can bring the wagon with the goods. It's got goods in it, by the way. Some, anyhow. Hence the price.
Okay. Let me see what I can
Well,
scrounge up.
go ahead and continue feeding Thistlerod, and I will be back in a moment.
Alright.
And I will go back to the dome and awaken the other two. So, I'm no sorry, there's no dangers, so no need to jump up and be ready to fight. We've come across the goblins again, and made a bit of a deal to trade the wagon with them. So any magic items you might be able to fit in your bags, it might be a good idea to take and do so. They have some sort of alchemical experiment they've done with the apple pies. I figured maybe, Avril, you might be interested in them. I mean, Galen, you might be interested in them.
Galen?
Galen,
Yes. Yes, but
there's a... Are you okay? You seem a little out of it.
I'm sleepy.
Yes, I know, I just woke you up and it's the middle of the night. The goblins, you did catch that, right? They're back?
No. Okay.
Yeah, they're over there. Palmspark is with them right now eating some apple pies.
Okay.
The wife has experimented using alchemy to make the apple pies better, I suppose. I figured maybe you'd be interested in those recipes. You're always talking about recipes for potions and such, right?
Yeah, but that's cooking.
It's the... I mean, she's using alchemy along with cooking to make...
Well, bring her here because I can't go to her or this will disappear.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it would be a friendly camp. They can watch, to keep watch.
Okay, as I walk out, the tiny hut disappears.
Yes. And you've already... we'll just go ahead and clear out the most of the wagon, things we might want to keep, and we'll hand the wagon and the horse off to the goblins for recipes for you, and maybe even some alchemical compounds to...
Sure.
No, so we're all in accord, right? What about you, Rael? You think so?
I don't care. I'd say just keep all the magic items and give them whatever.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know how we're going to get a boat to go where we're going, but...
Well, I mean, we have funds. I mean, we could save some of the stuff in our bags to carry on down there and do to sell for funds.
True, yeah.
And of course, recipes can be used to make other items to sell for funds, right? Imagine what
Sure.
you'd make if you made
Sure.
if you could make an apple pie that
Let's
heals.
go to the goblins. I want to go back to sleep.
Very well. I will hook the horse up to the wagon and lead it back towards the goblins.
So we're losing the horse, but we're still keeping the badger?
Well, I mean, yes, I figure the badger...
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We've got...
oh,
The Palmspark, has a rapport with the badger, so I figure we at least hang on to him and he can carry me. At least that way I know he won't, die of exhaustion.
I mean, we could always give him the worm. Yeah.
Well, the worm is like something you summon, correct?
I mean, I called him here, yeah.
But doesn't he vanish when you're not around? Oh, what if you call him to use him as a mount later? Will he not vanish from their presence?
Yes.
Well, whatever. If you wish to sell
the
it...
horse is fine. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
I've already hooked him up and leading him there.
Ah, I get on the horse. I get on the wagon for the first time. Come
All
on,
right,
giddy
we're
up.
back. Oh, and I brought the other two with me. I believe your skeletal friend is joining us.
Hello, goblins.
Hi! How you doing? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I heard about some, some yummy pie.
Oh, it's really good. There are two empty tins beside me.
Only two. I was gone for at least 30 seconds.
So, young lady, can you show me or explain the ingredients in making of these wonderful pies?
Well, the special ones you were referring to a moment ago, the one, the little experiments.
Yeah,
And of
those.
course, what benefits they may portray. Also, maybe some chemical items as well for, in trade for the said wagon.
Sure, whatever he said.
Well, I'm trying to negotiate with our goblin friend who seems to be preoccupied with typing things down or figuring things out. Is that an abacus you have in your hand there?
Yes.
Or are you just happy to?
Did you actually
Well-
give us a list of the mundane items that were in the wagon?
No.
No. It's textiles, silks, threads,
General
mundane
store,
arm.
mundane shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mundane armor, did you say?
Yeah.
What
Like-
size?
A variety of sizes.
All right.
Well, I know that I had taken the gloves of gentle mischief, so I'm wearing those. I
Yes,
also
taking
took
all the magic
swirl-
items.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the magic
I-
items are kept. I figured.
yeah.
I didn't know if any suits armor might fit some of the goblins. That might another selling point, but I'll keep some of the silks and stuff in my pouch, and of course, any items we can salvage to use for the new companions with us.
Okay.
What do you call her, Tinklebottom?
I'll show you guys that. And
Oh.
here are the pies and what they do. And I'll move these all down to Galen.
Yay.
Okay.
Pie of Hero's Rest,
I need apple pie.
feather fruit pie.
Okay. There's only one problem with all this is trying to find ingredients to keep up with them is like kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'm just being truthful because I will never make these things if I got to try to find every damn thing to make these things.
Well, these seem to be rather easy things to come across at a market.
No, they haven't been. I have not been once.
What you
I've been looking for shit all the time and I can't find
blueberries
anything.
and stardust sugar? Can't you find that in some sort of it's a marketplace in a town? I mean, it seems like basic cooking items.
Well, we haven't been in a big town.
Yeah, well, that is
Or,
that.
or we could just put like a gold piece value and I can just,
Yeah. I'll let you know in Deviltos, Nightfall, all the major big cities, there are alchemy shops you can buy these things from.
Okay.
But you've reached the Deviltos your first go around. You destroyed Darkwell, and then you've been to little.
I have asked every place that we've gone to if there was an alchemy shop and stuff. And there's been. The problem is, didn't either have the funds or just
Well, I'm sure maybe we can get some of these items. I mean, if she's making them and testing them out, I'm sure she's gotten her hands on a few of the ingredients. We can add that to the list of things to trade the wagon and the horse for. I mean, it's a win-win, is it not? Do you have the items you need to craft said goodies?
So the kind magic pies have no effects.
Which one?
Which one?
All the recipes of the kind magic pies.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The second page he popped up actually told you what the effects were.
Oh,
You have the
okay.
recipe, and it tells you what the recipe is to make it, and the other one he popped up should
Okay.
tell you what the effects
I
are.
guess I need to become a weaponsmith. This is too much work.
All right, so let's see. The pies, like the Pie of Heroes Rest, when eaten during a short rest or long rest, receive one hit die, plus one hit die, and gain temporary hit points equal to your level. The Feather Fruit Pie
Yeah,
grants Feather Fall.
I got it. Shit, yeah.
And then, of course, there's some alchemy things here for you, too.
Yeah.
And they will throw in some of these
Ingredients?
ingredients. Yes, thank you for some of these alchemies.
Okay.
Why are you just staring at me? Come on, you wanna come up? Let me hold
Roll
you
me
again.
4d10.
There you go. There you go, buddy. You're just sitting down there under my desk, just kind of looking up at me. Like, what the? Okay, well, now you're running. Why?
Okay, you rolled 2 7s. Roll me another d10. Okay, so you have the stuff to make potion number 2, 5, 7, and 9.
Okay.
And you can, if you want to give me a stat block on whatever her name is. What'd you say it was? Like Tinkle Bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Was that it? Tinkle Bottom?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, because I was going to say Tinker Bell and ended up just spouting out Tinker Bottom. You need stat blocks for her.
Yeah, you can give me like what, because she's apparently already an established character and probably has some sort of training beforehand. And of course, if she makes pies as well as her mother does, I'm sure Thistlerod would enjoy that.
Yes. More pies. Yes.
Yeah, small
Always
pies
good.
for the road.
Always
then-
have. Always good to have more pies.
And an extra hand if is ever needed. I'm sure she can be useful in some ways. Probably not in the ways that she wants to be useful in, but I'm sure she'll be useful in some ways.
I'm sure she will.
Yes, and polymorph spells are so good. Anyway.
All right.
So, alchemy, the invisibility venom one, number 7.
Uh-huh.
So, is that improved invisibility then, since they're supposed to be invisible for 10 rounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me some of that tea.
Mm-hmm.
You might hear me in the woods, but you ain't going to see me. And I messed up not even thinking about it, but I do have the spell Muffle, which takes away that disadvantage by wearing the armor.
That's cool.
But of course, it's more thematic to not worry about it in this situation.
Yeah.
So what would a goblin drow look like?
You mean a Droblin?
Dobby with just longer ears.
But I sent you her info.
Discord?
Yeah.
Alright, you'll have to give me a character sheet so I can...
Can't you click on character up there?
I don't know. Can I? Well, I clicked it, but I don't see nothing coming up.
All right. I will give you this one. Derek.
And if you move it down there to my little spot, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So, guys are so demanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much shit I have on my side?
No, we've never DM'd a game, so I'm sure we don't know.
There. Should be Marcus S. character.
Yes. And I have ability to edit it, looks like, so that's good. Edit sheet directly. Thank you. You say spellcaster, charisma base, so I guess then you're giving me the choice of what that would be, or is one you want to be more specific on?
She's more of. Well, if you look at the spell she has.
Yeah.
More of like a, I guess, what would that be? A druid or arcane trickster?
Alright. So, let's see, is Rogue listed in there as an arcane, with an arcane trickster? Nope, you don't have arcane trickster in the Rogue situation.
What do I have in the rogue situation?
So that's why I was asking. I know sorcery uses charisma, right?
Yeah, sorcerer's use charisma. I'll
I'll let you think about that later and you can give me the idea of it. But I'll go ahead and fill all the rest of that in.
Okay.
And our viewers don't need to see me doing it, so I will pull it out from the view.
And that's what she looks like.
And that's supposed to be the daughter?
Yeah.
Alright. She looks more like the mother, but okay.
It's a goblin.
Yes, but still. Wait, what is all this other shit? That's all her? Damn.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty then. You continue.
Yeah, like I said, she's kind of a bard / rogue mixture.
Alright, well, I'll figure it out. You can continue with your story while I put all this in. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, you guys is able to come up with roughly 450 gold plus crate or two of variety of different pies and alchemy stuff and recipes. Would that be sufficient?
I mean, I am happy with it. What about you, chaps? You happy with that?
Yes, I'm fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Can I go back to bed now?
You sure can. I'm sorry. I thought maybe you'd be, up for the revelry.
Oh, you
when
wanted
I-
to
when I-
dance.
When I figure it out later, I'll probably be really happy. But right now, I need my beauty sleep.
Are you sure you don't want to dance?
Shut up.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends
Leave your
behind.
friends behind.
I'm gonna leave you behind. And he walks back over to the other campsite and produces the tiny hut again, and nobody else can get into it because they're not here. And I go back to sleep.
Do you
Well,
let the badger come in and cuddle up with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
badger-
'cause I need a fluffy pillow.
the badger comes in and keeps you warm.
So how long do y'all continue the revelry as this progresses through the night?
I mean, however long they decide they wish to revel, I mean, it's not a problem, right?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
We'll drink with them and, party with them for a tad bit. Sounds fine to me.
Alrighty. As the dawn breaks, Galen, you wake up stretch. Nice and fully rested and comfortable.
Mhm.
And you notice your party's nowhere around you.
Well, of course we're not. He locked us out.
I did. I get up. I look out. Are they anywhere near me or near the tiny hut?
No,
Okay.
they are not.
Okay. So the first thing I do is cast for good berries. Give one to the
Badger.
the badger and the worm, and start heading back to where I think I remember where they're at or were, and see if they're still there.
Okay. You have no problem making your way because with the light, you see this simmering smoke of a once campfire. As you approach, if you didn't know what happened beforehand, you would think this is a slaughter.
Mhm.
Everyone's just sprawling out all over the place on the ground.
Mhm.
You see folks laying up on the tables. Um,
Damn! If I only had the knock spell.
you
Boy.
see Devrick laying there with some goblin resting on his chest.
Mhm.
Uh,
So I go to everybody and shake them awake or attempt to.
okay. Rise and shine.
It's time to leave.
The rest of y'all got maybe 3 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, that's fine with me. I mean, I only get 4 hours of rest and reverie anyhow.
But
So I'll
Thessalrod,
just crawl into somebody's pack. But yes.
I will need you to give me a Constitution roll.
Constitution save or roll?
Save. Okay.
Nope, that's a complete and utter failure.
As
And I am
you
okay with that.
stumble up from the stage, covered in sticky, sugary goo, you just hurl
Oh,
from
God.
too much sugar.
Okay.
High or low, Dan?
Furry dragon projectile.
Low.
Okay. Yeah. You are awakened to the tap against your foot as Galen is kicking you to wake up. You start to yawn and then you start to gag as this clumpy goo seems to fall into your mouth a little, and the rest just splatters on you and your female friend there.
That is just revolting. Couldn't you have aimed that the other direction?
I turned my head while I'm still projectile vomiting.
Galen is laughing his ass off, and he keeps looking at him and goes, "Prince, can't do it." Sooner or later, he'll get prestidigitation off.
I mean, you can't say it fast enough.
He did turn the other way.
Yes, and I do appreciate that. And thank you for the prestidigitation. I am very grateful for that.
I do have one question for you.
Yes, what would that be?
How was the taste?
It was a little bitter with some apple flavor to it, and I'm sure the bile was what was the bitter part.
Mm.
And the Baron is just going and finding a bucket of water and dunking his head in it and, cleaning his mouth.
Yeah. Since you said you turned your head, what should I do?
Yeah.
Smile low, Kurt.
Your turn, Kurt.
I'm gonna go with high again, or just high. Going yet?
Alright. You feel a splatter on your back.
That's fine.
I mean, we did have a
It
good
wakes you
time
up.
last night, did we not?
Guys are so loud.
What?
You know what? I need to do something before it rampages.
As he gets up, I'll get him cleaned. I can't do anything about the hangover.
It's like, not to be rude, but he walks over towards a thing that's laying on the ground that's a pile of bones right now. Before it rampages. It's early morning. It should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Takes cast spell.
Okay.
I do ask Tinklebottom to please keep that fiddle put away when we're out and about.
Okay, but you can keep your fiddle out. Hey, it's after 9. What's wrong with her fiddle, by the way?
Her fiddle, it glows when somebody around you lies.
Oh.
When we're dealing with shit in villages up here lately, I think maybe it'd be a good idea to keep the lie detecting fiddle put away. Just saying.
Okay.
I bet it was going off all night. No, I don't have a husband.
Okay. So another night of revelry with your goblin friends. Y'all pack up what you can, and you head, I guess, to Devil's House.
I just have one question before we
Yes.
leave. Where the fuck did this ring come from?
Do you not remember?
And why has she got one on too? I mean, I remember us drinking, partying, eating pies, and not much more
I
after
remember
that.
playing a wedding march.
I mean, hey, he even said that he married y'all, pointing to the priest.
Yeah, no, I oddly remember something along that lines.
I mean,
Congratulations!
well, I guess it is what it is.
How's what's Mrs. name?
Well, from my understanding, her name is Tinklebottoms. Tinklebottom. Tinklebottom. I guess now.
Think about him. You coming with us?
Well, she is, yes, with us. She was supposed to come with us to begin with. It was part of the deal, but I guess her name is now Tinklebottom Kesrul. But, well, dear, shall we get our things together and leave with the rest of the group?
I mean, if we're going with it, I have ceremony, and that's the wedding part ceremony.
I figured, why not? We're all waking up fucking hungover and drunk. What happens? I mean, I'm sure we haven't consummated because we're laying outside.
What was the vampire show? Suki and all them.
True Blood?
Yeah. Don't say nothing about not consummating it outside. Remember that one show?
Oh.
That was revelry.
Yes.
One big thing I remember from that show was, what was it? I guess he didn't want her looking at the vampire girl looking at him as he was doing her, and he just snapped her neck the other direction. It's like, okay.
Well, as you're packing your bags, where was his name? What was his name? Scrolling up to my notes. Grunda comes out, slaps you on the back, Deverick. Well, son, take good care of her. If y'all are back this way, just swing on by.
Yes, I appreciate that, Dad.
Good to hear, son. But you do gain a boon to advantage when dealing with goblins. Charisma, persuasion, or
Yeah,
something like that.
part of the family.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So,
Wait a
yeah.
minute. Wait, whoa. There's one other thing.
Uh-oh.
Look right here. You got a mark underneath your eye there.
What? Pardon me. What do you?
It looks like the symbol for the tribe.
Oh, on my
Yeah.
eye. No,
Yes.
not there.
Yeah, it is. Looks like a teardrop.
That means totally different things depending upon the environment you're in. What is the symbol for the tribe, Marcus?
I will show you it.
Now that we're asking for.
Yes. Now that we're asking for one,
Hey,
why don't you go ahead and create one right quick for us?
Listen, I got like 4 symbols on me right now from different shit. Might as well pass it along.
It's generating.
So anyway, as you're generating said symbol, I will, since we're still sitting here, I will open up my shirt and ask my new wife to go ahead and tattoo the symbol on my chest, the clan symbol on my chest.
See, we're not even anytime soon. God damn it.
As you open your shirt, you do see you have it already branded. Not tattooed, but branded into your skin just above your left.
And
I just kind of.
I hand you a berry. I guess you need this morning for sure.
I don't recall being branded. I mean, I'm sure I would have felt that. Might have even sobered up for that. Oh well, I guess.
Oh, that might be because of the gummies.
Because of the what now?
The gummies.
He had some extra gummies.
I have a whole bunch too.
You gave me gummies.
Nope.
Well, you said you wanted something to relax.
That was for the alcohol. I wanted more alcohol to relax. Not gummies. Now I understand the ring.
Oh, God.
Well, alright, so that is now branded on my chest.
Yes.
Yes, alrighty then.
I thought you were just going to go over there and try to get another pie or something, but
You should have known by now that it's not just going to be that.
Hey, do y'all mind if we stop a little bit early?
Yeah, because I'm.
Yeah, we've got 13 minutes. So we just get ourselves ready to roll out, and I've got to continue putting in this stuff, and you and I got to decide exactly what class that she is based off of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. As per usual, chaos reigns on this particular game. Things happen that we don't expect to happen, but hey, you know what? Just say yes and go with it. I mean, it's how these games expand, right? So, if you want to see what more happens, you can join us next week for the continuation of this Chaos of Madness. And of course, if you can't wait, we do have another show that's a day before on Friday night, and you can come join us for our Aetherborn Realms?
Aetherborn Realms, yes.
And you can see what happens there. Will we be able to understand Clint? Is he going to shoot up the entire room? Yeah, we'll figure all that shit out. But yes, you can join us then. But until then, remember, we are in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good night.